For an alternating series b1 minus b2 plus b3 minus b4 plus b5 minus b6, etc., to converge, it must follow two rules. The first rule is that bn must be greater than or equal to bn plus 1, which means that the first term must be greater than the second term. The second term must be greater than the third term must be greater than the fourth term, etc. The second rule is that as n goes to infinity, bn must go to 0. So the value of these terms must approach 0. So take the series such as 1 over n, which would follow this rule. So 1, 1/2, 1/3, 1/4, 1 over infinity. This approaches 0. If it follows these two things, then the series converges. And to understand why, it's easiest just to have a look at it and think of it in terms of the sum of a series. So taking this example, something like this, think of it in terms of the sum. For the first term of the series, the sum is just whatever the first term is. If it's 1, it's 1. So 0, I probably should have put this goes to infinity, whatever the numbers are, they are. First term, it's whatever it is, it's some positive number. Now we subtract the second term, but the second term has to be smaller than the first term. So when this is subtracted, it's not going to go back down to 0, it's going to go down here somewhere. The next term of the series is an addition term, so I will add more to it. But since the third term is smaller than the second term, when I add to this, it's not going to make up from the subtraction from the first sum right here. First one, it is whatever the number is. Second one, I subtract a number that's smaller than the first term. And then for the third term, I add a number that's smaller than the second term, so it's not going to be able to get back up here. And basically this whole process repeats itself. Now for the fourth term, I subtract a number that is smaller than the third term, so we will not be able to get all the way back down here. And then again, add a term that is smaller than the one I just subtracted, so we'll not get all the way back up. And you can see it almost creates this doorway as we get smaller and smaller and smaller. It's like you're standing in a doorway and then you're walking back. It's getting smaller and smaller and smaller. But clearly, it's going to approach some value. That's why this is convergent when it follows these two rules. The preceding term is greater in value than the following term. And as n approaches infinity, the value of the terms approach 0. If these two rules are followed, then the alternating series is convergent.